Well, give props to Baylor. They played great in the second half, and unfortunately, KU ended up losing. But the good news is we weren't the only ones. So here's the review. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as RockChalk01, and yesterday, whenever you're watching this, the fifth-ranked Kansas Jayhawks headed down to Waco, Texas, for a top 10 matchup to take on the 10th-ranked Baylor Bears, and fell short by a final score of 80-70. With that being said, Baylor now has made the deficit shorter. It's a one-game difference between Kansas and Baylor for the Big 12 title. It was originally Kansas, Baylor, and Texas Tech because Baylor and Texas Tech were tied, but they lost to TCU 69-66. And not only that, number 2 Arizona lost, number 3 Auburn lost, number 4 Purdue lost, and number 6 Kentucky lost, all on the same day, along with Kansas. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the top 10 teams fell today, and we're still kind of waiting on Gonzaga, but I don't know about that one until later. But yeah, so this was a tough game. It was actually more of a tough shooting night. Despite this, a lot of things improved, but in total, this was a tough game indeed. With that being said, for those of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game. I give a player the game and a player who needs to improve. Without further ado, let's jump into this shit. So let's take a look at some positives, and one positive for me was KU's first half defensively. KU forced Baylor to shoot 39% from the field that entire half, and Baylor put up a goose egg from three. So good things were there. I mean, the 3-point percentage was kind of like that for the entire game for them, as they only shot 21% from beyond the arc. Um, Other than that, that was pretty good. KU not turning the ball over was a difference in this for most of the game. KU only had a season low 4 turnovers in this game, um, and Baylor only scored 3 off of them. And KU forced more turnovers. KU forced 8 and scored 9. Uh, More second chance points in favor of the Hawks. They had 20. We had 22. Baylor had 8. So a lot of good things were happening, but and also free throw percentage that was pretty good. KU shot 75% from the free throw line. But when you go to the negatives, it's all down to the second half and then KU shooting in general. Um, Second half, Baylor shot out of their minds, 59% from the field, 50% from beyond the arc, with going 78% from the free throw line. And actually, Baylor shot 81% from the free throw line for the game. But not only that, KU could not shoot. KU shot 34% from the field and 25% from beyond the arc. Most of them coming from Christian Brown and Ochai Agbaji. But yeah, it was a tough shooting night for everyone who played. Another big thing was rebounds. KU actually got out rebounded in this game, unless if you count dead ball rebounds. Baylor out rebounded KU 40-38. Points in the paint was in favor of the Bears, 40-30, and the fast break points were also in favor of the Bears, 22-7. Um, Despite everything that happened, like protecting the ball wise, everything just went to crap when it went to shooting numbers. So most of these factors will be shooting numbers wise when it goes to player of the game and player who needs to improve and all that stuff. So, um, but yeah, rebounding the ball, we did okay, but still just needed to do better with that. But all we need to do really now is to shoot better at in anything. So with that being said, those are my positives and negatives. Player of the game, there's no doubt in my mind that the player of the game will be Ochai Agbaji. 27 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal in 34 minutes of play. Really cold shooting night, as I said. Most of these guys did. 8 of 22 from the field, 4 of 14 from beyond the arc, but 7 of 8 from the free throw line really helped. So um, he kept us in this game. That's all I really can say is Ochai kept us in this game um, as well. Also could have gave it to Christian Brown as well. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist in 39 minutes. He went 6 of 13, 2 of 5, but 3 of 5 from the free throw line. So that's tough there. Also, David McCormick was another option. 10 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. But unfortunately, a cold shooting night from David in 31 minutes. He went 4 of 11 from the field and 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. So that's a big struggle. So ultimately, 27 is going to be my player of the game in this situation. So Ochai is my player of the game. Player who needs to improve, DeJuan Harris. Didn't score. There's a good reason why I have him here. Another dishonorable mention actually could have been Jalen Wilson as well, because he played terrible. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists in 38 minutes of play. Cold shooting night for him, going 2 for 10, 0 for 5 from 3, and 3 for 4. But DeJuan Harris is my player who needs to improve because he just could not buy a bucket. No points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists, and a steal, and a block. But 0 for 6 from 3, or excuse me, 0 for 6 from the field, and 0 for 2 from 3 in 31 minutes. So it sucks that I got to say that, but hopefully that all changes once we go down to Fort Worth. But yeah, it could have gone to anybody. Also, want to give just a big shout out and a good welcome back to Remy Martin, who came back from injury and actually played in this game. Got limited minutes, but still managed to play some quality minutes. 5 points in this game, 2 for 3 from the field, and 1 for 1 from 3. So, good thing he was back because this could have been worse. So, anyway, with that being said, my player of the game is Ochai Agbaji. Player who needs to improve, DeJuan Harris. And that's going to do it for my review of KU versus Baylor. Again, the final score, Baylor 80, Kansas 70. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell. Tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again for the next review as the Hawks stay in the state of Texas and travel to Fort Worth, Texas to take on TCU, which will be the next 2 games. It'll just be a switch of venues and all that stuff. But yeah, KU plays 3 games this week, this coming week. TCU twice, and then Texas. So, but the next review will be against TCU in Fort Worth. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.